It's time now for the Peter Channel News Late Night Report, Tuesday night, September 9th, 2014. Time now, 11:30 p.m. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins, and here now. Your primary results in the state of Massachusetts for the Governor Democratic primary. Mark for Coakley, a winner in a slim margin, a 5% margin of 42% for Coakley, 37% for Steve Grossman, and 20% for Don Burke as Mark for Coakley, a winner in the Governor Democratic primary. In the Governor GOP primary, Charlie Baker defeated Mark Fisher by a landslide, 74% to 26%. In Lieutenant Governor, Stephen Kerrigan won almost half of the vote, a 51% vote for Kerrigan over Leland Chung at 30% and Mike Lake 20%. Karen Polito uncontested race in the Lieutenant Governor GOP primary. And the Attorney General Democratic primary, Mara Healy, your winner, 62% to Warren Tillman, 38%. And John Miller will go on and contest the Attorney General GOP primary. In the Massachusetts Treasurer, the Democratic primary, Deborah Goldberg, 12% winner over Barry Feingold at 31%, and Conroy 26%, and Deborah Goldberg 12 votes, 43%. And the GOP primary treasurer, Michael Everman, uncontested. U.S. House District 5 Democratic primary, Massachusetts U.S. House of Representatives, Catherine Clark, you're incumbent over Schultz by a wide margin at 81% and 19%. U.S. House District 6 Democratic primary, Sean Moulton, your winner over incumbent John Tierney at 39% to Seth Moulton 52%. U.S. House District 9 GOP primary, too close to call, John Chapman at 33%, Mark Kildaco at 31%, Dan Schwartz at 24%, and Vincent Coughlin at 12%. And District Attorney, Northern Middlesex County, the Democratic primary, Massachusetts District Attorney, Marion Ryan, it's 57%, it's Michael Sullivan, 43%, too close to call, District Attorney Hampton, Democratic primary, Anthony Giuliani, 45%, to Bud Fittos, 28%. And the New Hampshire U.S. Senate, uncontested with Chinny, Democratic primary, and Scott Brown, your winner in the U.S. Senate GOP primary in New Hampshire, 50%. Here, take a look at news here on this Tuesday night. Today is a big day for Apple fans as tech giant is expected to make a major announcement in Cupertino, California. Much of the speculation has been centered on possible release an iPhone 6 and a wearable device. However, Apple has kept the big news in Governor Cuomo and his partner Senator Lee before casting his vote at the Presbyterian Church of Mount Kisco on Tuesday. President Obama meets with left Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, Speaker John Boehner, and Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid, and House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi in office on September 9th and Tuesday as he meets with congressional leaders on the Islamic State strategy. 8 years ago, Roger Goodell emerged as the face of the National Football League as its new commissioner was most powerful man in America's most powerful sport. Radio should have knew decidedly improved the era of professional football. Even though Brown wasn't from a neighboring state, Republican leader viewed him as the strongest challenger to incumbent Democratic Senator Gene Sheen in a race that could be critical in the Republicans' drive to a beginning Senate majority. Fed proposed new rule in Wall Street banks feel the pressure. As Stanley K. Trudeau, a former board member testified Tuesday for the Senate Banking Committee, if named winner of the Greater Boston Casino license, when resorts will have to consider resigning the control of the Pobo's Hotel Tower industry for casino plan according to recommendation that state gambling commissioner will consider. At least 20 Syrian rebels have a group of killed on Tuesday when a powerful blast struggled in a meeting and place in Idlib province. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights reported. UK party leaders will meet campaign in Scotland for a no vote in the independence referendum. Prime Minister David Cameron and Labour leader Ed Miliband and then abandoned their weekly Prime Minister questions class to fire north. And Iraqi Kurdish Peshmerga fighter fires at the Islamic State militant position from Mazar-e of Mosul. And Iraq Kurdish Peshmerga fighter fires at Islamic State militant positions. Ferguson, Missouri. City leaders in Ferguson, Missouri confronted the demand for reform by several hundred people on Tuesday night and the first public meeting since last month's fatal shooting an unarmed black teen by a white police officer ignited. Washington, hundreds of items from the civil rights and Rosa Parks were being kept away in the New York warehouse will live in a new home in the Library of Congress for the next 10 years. The father of 5 South Carolina children whose bodies were recovered by Alabama on Tuesday confessed to examining corpses in Garber Roger Rural Highway after his arrest for possession of controlled substances. California's largest public retirement system lacks a routine method of detecting persons spiking, according to new reports released by Controller John Cheng and the police, which is checking boys of is graciously so. Dollar traded near the struggle zone level almost 6 years out versus the yen on speculation U.S. employment data. Tomorrow, we'll be back in case of the Federal Reserve to raise interest next year. The long-awaited Apple Watch officially announced that Tuesday the release was delayed for early 2015 on the smartwatch out there. But Papa websites and that's what saying about the network can mean for the internet user. Displaying an infinitely spin and load assistant and illustrate what surfing the web might be look like without net neutrality. The Sons of Anarchy star revealed that he cannot put up his grilling skills because it has lived the character so much. 22 Jump Street is the 10th highest grossing movie to the year to the box office and highest grossing movie in a year to feature no superheroes that transformed in months since Apes, Legos, and Maleficent. Samco will be down at least one brother by series end. Sons of Anarchy final season again tonight with a special 9-minute funeral looks like to be kick off a 13-episode long funeral. When leaks interested in a highly anticipated new YouTube album will be released on iTunes powered for this week's Apple and Venom computer interviewing Bell the new iPhone 6 and Apple Watch. Jordan Rivers arrived at the European Kentucky on the opportunity Saturday on August 28th as the common winter cardiac arrest is down on Thursday at age 81. A new African Tiltosaurus species named Rockwatan belt has been discovered in Tanzania, scientists say. A new African Tyrannosaurus species named Rockwatan has been discovered in Tanzania, scientists said. That Alice Spoon lived up in cooler mouse last night. It's as if a few years that fight about occasionally popping in light color moon. His particular showed up. Hundreds of bird species in USA, including the bald eagle, has raised a risk due to the climate changes. Mark Cameron has been a consumer news reporter for Consumer Affairs 2040 covers will say gas prices as what you do know about the improvised D68 and CNN. The World Health Organization says the Ebola. Fast Guild 2003 you only have the deaths the past 21 days. The organization also warned of a dire emergency in Liberia. Okay, let's take a look at the traffic situation here at 11:37 in this late Tuesday night. Smooth sailing highways byways of New England and an accident on 95 northbound. On the southbound side in Rhode Island here. In West Greenwich, it's trust that's around. You're good to go here. Peter Chell News Time is now 11:37. Time now for a little weather report here on this. Late to the night. Current conditions 11:38 p.m. in the North Massachusetts, 61 degrees of temperature, overcast skies. Humidity 9%, wind space, common barometer 19 inches. Jupiter about 58 degrees of visibility of 10 miles. Okay, take a look at current conditions by the region here. We got 57 degree temperature reading for Boston, Bedford 58 in Beverly, 61 in Gloucester, 63 in New Boston, 64 in Longtown, 59 in Haverhill, 56 in Worcester, 54 in Sturbridge, 58 in Webster, 59 in Milford, 16 in Taunton, 61 in Taunton, 16 in Norwood, 61 in Bedford, and 66 in Plymouth and Chatham and Provincetown. It's got 64, 66 out in Martin, 66 in Cape Cod Bay, and 64 in Nantucket. 64 in Balkan, 61 in Midfield, 57 out in Springfield, 67 in Longside, 68 in New York City, 65 in Nislip, and 65 in Montauk. 66, 63 degrees for New Haven, 66 for Bridgeport, 61 for Danbury, 61 in Waterbury, 62 in Meriden, 62 in Hartford, and 57 out of Windslock, Connecticut. There. State Street front from British Columbia stretches to the end for the Pacific Northwest and after Central Plains stretches up to the 7 minutes on the Northern Island up into Ontario, Quebec. And we got another State Street front from Central Colorado stretches in Kansas down from Missouri. Cold front from Southern Alabama, Georgia down from and then let's see what cold front clouded off the June coast stretch of to see. Further away from southern Idaho down to eastern Nevada down for southeastern California, and then further away from central Colorado down to New Mexico, and further away from north central Atlanta down to Georgia, western Carolinas, and Virginias. Further away from eastern Texas, North Mexico down for west central Texas here. 74 degrees the temperature right now in Washington, D.C., 77 in Atlanta, 79 in Miami, 82 in Brownsville, 91 in Dallas, Texas, it's 84 out in Kansas City 74 in Chicago, 72 in Minneapolis, it's 62 in Denver, 61 in Salt Lake City, 81 in Albuquerque, 61 in Los Angeles, 62 in San Francisco, and 69 in Washington D.C. Seattle, Washington. Here. Okay. Take a look at Weather Prediction Center storm range public discussion. Heavy snow and freezing temperatures for the Northern Rockies and Southwest Dryland by Wednesday morning. The big news across the United States. During the next 2 days, in the early days, winter for the Northern Rockies and adjacent high plains. Storm deepening over the central states with attracting the Great Lakes, spreading southward showers and strong thunderstorms across much of the region. In wake of massive area with cold high pressure expected to be oozing in the northern and around region of Northern Rockies and much of the North Central states. Upslope snow and sunflames and temperatures are anticipated along the just east of the Northern Rockies. And snow also anticipated at Black Hills of South Dakota, southwestern drying considerably by Wednesday morning after the record rainfall yesterday. It ended up 11 to swept to the region. There. Okay, take a look at forecast looking south around the country. Around in the region, high pressure over the northern New England would bring most of the dry weather to southern New England. Wednesday, a weak storm passing well offshore could bring a few light showers to the islands late tonight and Wednesday morning. A cold front will be swinging across the east region late Thursday, early Friday. That will sharp become just offshore to stir it. Moving along the west for the Saturday. Sunday and Tuesday. Radar shows a few showers of southern islands which is slowly lifting up. See Chatham Sun shows plenty of dry air within the mid levels which will be a tough outcome. So thinking about the venue overnight, otherwise persistent east northeast flow will bring the low clouds of fog to the Metro region. Morning temperatures will expect to be forecast the lows will be fall back to the 40s and 50s except near 69 parts of the Cape Cod Islands. There. Okay, take a look at the tropics. The broad area of low pressure is located a few miles west of the west. A broad area of low pressure is located a few miles west of the Cape Verde Islands and Shark City, and so sure what it is. Flow has become not becoming better organized since yesterday, so no. Temperature conditions could become a little more favorable toward the development of later in the week about the low moves toward the west-northwest and northwest by 50 miles by even north of an accident. Further change for 5 hours. Low 20% for change 5 days. High about 70% and those showers and thunderstorms over the Bahamas will be adjacent Atlantic also associated with a weak trail surface pressuring an area development if any will be very slow to occur. The system forecast to move toward the west at about 10 miles by during the next few days. Formation chance for us. Low 10% formation chance 5 days. High about 20%. What about low? Take a look at tropical outlook in the Eastern Pacific. Low pressure continues a couple of miles southwest of Acapulco, Mexico. Continues to show signs that science organization and conditions are conducted for additional development. And the tropical pressure could form later tonight on Wednesday, while the low moves slowly northwestward just offshore the southwest coast of Mexico. Formation chance for us. High 7% formation chance for 5 days, high 9%. And a small area of low pressure is located about 875 miles southwest of the southern tip of Baja California and Peninsula, and it become a little better organized during the day. However, the significant development of this system is not anticipated while it comes generally northward and then northeast during the next couple of days. Formation change 5 hours. Low 20% formation change in 5 days. Higher, low about 20%. There. Take a look at this. Southern Pacific tropical outlook. A surface to about 650 miles south of Honolulu, where I pull distant pulse and showers of thunderstorms as the moves toward the west at 5 to 10 miles per hour during the next couple of days. Environmental conditions are forecast to be Sport gradual development. Formation chance fast. Low near 10%. Elsewhere, no Tomax funds. Expect to fight this Thursday afternoon storm. Here. Okay, let's take a look. At the weather note. Water temperature should be 64 degrees, 2 points in 50s and 60s. Wednesday, a few spits of the drizzle, low clouds with tomorrow's high 69 79 degrees here. And as clouds will give way to sun from the northwest to the southeast, Wednesday slopes process giving down and highs after 60 middle 70 cool on the coast. And it's going to be a cloudy night in store. Okay, take a look at a 7-day forecast that goes like this. For the night, Petrograd after 4 a.m. was, most clouds got low 54 degrees north-face wind. Wednesday, Petrograd before 8 a.m. was, Put Sense got near 73 degrees west, with about 5 to 7 miles by doing the north face. What's that? Check the drizzle after 2 a.m. west. Petrograd after 11 p.m. west. Most clouds got low 58 degrees east, wind about 5 miles by common in the evening. Thursday, check the drizzle before 8 a.m. west. Then a slight check the showers after 4 p.m. Petrograd before 10 a.m. west. Most clouds got down near 70 degrees. Calming winds up about 5 to 8 miles per hour in the morning. Showers and thunderstorms are like before 3 a.m. on Thursday. And if check the otherwise, most clouds about low and 6 degrees, southward about 5 to 7 miles by precipitation 6%. Friday, chance of showers, slight chance, 10 a.m. Most of the time got under 74 degrees, precipitation 20%. Friday night, podcast got low 54 degrees. Saturday, most of the time got 70 degrees. Saturday night, most clouds got low 54 degrees. Sunday, most of the time got 73 degrees. Sunday night, podcast got low 52 degrees. And Monday, most of the time got near 69 degrees. Peters, what a phase of the night. A drizzly and a little windy out today. Take a look at Peters. What a phrase of the day. Overnight, Petrograd after 4 a.m. was most of the clouds got low 54 degrees north-face wind. Wednesday, Petrograd before 8 a.m. was Put Stance got near 73 degrees north-face wind about 5 to 7 miles per hour. Wednesday night, check the drizzle after 2 a.m. Petrograd after 11 p.m. was most clouds got low 58 degrees east wind about 5 miles per hour coming in the evening. Thursday, check the drizzle before 8 a.m. Slight check the showers after 4 p.m. was Petrograd before 10 a.m. was most clouds got down near 70 degrees coming in for 5 to 8 miles per hour in the morning. Thursday night, showers and thunderstorms like before 3 a.m. was chance the showers Petrograd otherwise most clouds got low 63 degrees transportation 5 to 7 miles transportation 6%. Friday, slight check the showers before 10 a.m. most clouds got near 74 degrees 74 transportation 20%. Friday night, podcast got 54 degrees. Saturday, podcast got 30 degrees. Saturday night, most clouds got 54 degrees. Sunday, mostly skies got 33 degrees. Sunday night, podcast got 53 degrees. Monday, mostly skies got 69 degrees. Monday night, podcast got 52 degrees. Thursday, Tuesday, mostly skies got 71 degrees. Peters, what a phase of the night. A exciting condition and tap despite the crowds. Every having a good time, as it's going to be a cloudy Wednesday and a little storm on Thursday. PJ with you. Good night. With a good opportunity to see you tomorrow morning. Good night. And I'll see you tomorrow morning.